Welcome to the Home Care Breakthrough Solutions Revenue Accelerator Program. Hey everyone, it's Greg Mazza, Home Care Breakthrough Solutions. Welcome to another episode of the Revenue Accelerator Program. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that is critically important to your success. Let's be honest, let's call a spade a spade. This industry that we are in is very rewarding and very, very, very difficult. Lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of ups and downs, lots of challenges that come with, one, if you're the business owner, you have an infinite amount of stress on your shoulders because you are responsible for everything. And if you're working in this industry and doing sales in any capacity, or even just a branch director, you've got a lot of responsibility. You have caregivers that don't show up. If you're out selling, you get shot down. Like there were days I would literally go out, make 10, 12, 15 calls and be lucky if 2 people saw me. Or some days where I'd go out and have like 2 appointments scheduled, a presentation, and then they stiff me. They don't show up. They don't call to cancel. They say, oh, sorry, we've got something coming up that came up that we didn't plan for. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry, right? Or if you're the business owner, you can have cash flow challenges, you can lose big clients for like stupid reasons that, quite frankly, you can't control. And I want to talk about like how do we deal with the issues, the highs and lows that come with this business? Like how do you get yourself back into a place of mental health, really, after you have a crappy day, a crappy experience? This is important, all right? And the reason why this is important is because your perspective matters. Your energy matters. We are energetic beings. We are vibrational creatures. We operate at a certain frequency, right? And when you have a bad day, that frequency goes from here to here. And the reason why this is important to understand is because like attracts like. So if you're operating at a vibrational frequency that's up here and you're high and you're good, you're more likely to attract more good things into your life. If you're operating at a frequency here, guess what? You're more likely to attract more crappy things in your life. So I want you to just understand that prospectively, because this is important to understand. Some people have a bad day, some people have a bad week, some people have a bad hour, and some people have a bad 10 minutes, right? It's all perspective. Now, I have my bad days too. I have my bad moments too. And my intention is to consciously become aware of where I am in the moment and look for ways to alleviate and relieve the stress. Part of it honestly happens in the brain. How you perceive something, what is the story that you're telling yourself? So you went to places and they couldn't see you, or you had a couple people that stiff you. Now you can tell yourself a story that says, oh, they don't like me, they don't care about me, they don't respect me. Or you can tell yourself a story like, hey, they honestly genuinely forgot, or something came up, or ACA or Joint Commission or whoever went out there and did the service. There's nothing we can do about it, right? It is what it is. But if you get caught in a story, that story can bring you on this negative downward spiral. So pay attention to the stories that you are telling yourself in your mind. A caregiver didn't show up. Frustrating, like really frustrating. I'm not saying do not feel your feelings. Feel them fully, feel the feelings, but get them out, right? Just get those feelings out and be done with it and move on to the next thing. And there's ways that you can transition from that. It starts with telling yourself a new story. Right? So one of the things I do is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen or read, there's a book called, by Byron Katie, I think it's called The Work or something like that, or Loving What Is. Great book, helped get me through some really challenging and traumatic periods in my life. When I read the book, and it helps you flip things and create a new perspective, right? Because the new perspective is a new story. And the reality is that oftentimes, probably most of the time, the story that we tell ourselves isn't 100% true. It's just a story. And when you get rid of the story and your perspective changes, it releases, it diminishes the energy that you're feeling. Because we don't want to be in this low vibration. We want to be up here. And we have to have our highs and lows. That's just how I believe that God created it. There's no light without dark, right? You can't experience joy without experiencing sadness. It's just the way that it is. So you're going to still have these emotions. The choice you have to make is, how long do I want to experience this emotion? How long do I want to experience this emotion? Because we can change our state in an instant. There's a lot of things we can do to change our state. Music, right? Journaling, going through, Byron Katie has this process called the work. You can do that, and that'll help you flip and change things. A hug, going to talk to someone that you care about that's willing to just listen, not judge you, not like try to correct you. Whatever it is that you need, identify what those things are that you need to feel good again. And like I said, changing your state is one of the important things. But if you have to release feelings, go release feelings. If you have to go punch a pillow, go punch a pillow, right? If you have to scream, scream. Now don't scream in maybe a public place, but scream. Get these emotions, get these feelings out, and start to shift your energy back into the things that help you feel good, positive vibrational energy. And really, it does start here. It starts with the story that you're telling yourself. So if you can shift the story and you can shift your state, then you're going to shift your vibrational energy. So I hope you guys take this to heart, because this is something that's very, very important. We all experience ups and downs and highs and lows. You have the choice of how long you want to stay in those lows, right? And part of it is the story that you're telling yourself. One of the things that's really important for me is that when something bad happens, I look at it as like, okay, this sucks, right? This sucks. And I feel like angry. I feel frustrated. And what is the lesson? What is it that I can learn from this experience, right? I believe that all things happen for a reason. I do. And I believe that, and you may say, well, no, a child dying or someone getting hit by a car. Your beliefs can be your beliefs, and I'm not saying you need to buy into my beliefs. I believe everything happens for some reason, okay? I really do. And with that being said, in there, the challenging part in those moments is to really sit and say, what is the lesson here? What can I learn from this experience? Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's nothing and you can't figure it out in the moment, and then maybe 6 months, a year, 5 years down the road, you've like, oh, I see why that happened, right? So sometimes it's difficult to do in the moment. Sometimes it's not. It's a practice. You continue to practice it and you start to look at each experience. What can I learn from this? What did I contribute to this, right? What did I do to help create this crappy experience? Sometimes it's nothing. But if you ask yourself, how did I co-create this? What can I learn from this? Is there anything I can learn from this experience? It starts to shift your mindset and how you think. And in that process of shifting and taking responsibility, even if it's not yours to bear the burden, if you take responsibility for it, it empowers you to start making changes in your life. So that's all I have to say about this topic. Very, very important one. You're gonna have a bad day, and the quicker you can change your state and your perspective and the story that you're telling yourself, the quicker you will get out of these moments. I call it being in the muck, right? The quicker you will get out of being in the muck, because no one wants to be in the muck, right? At least not for long. So have an amazing day. I hope this helps you guys achieve your next home care revenue breakthrough, because I truly believe that your energy that you bring to the table impacts your team, it impacts your clients, it impacts your referral sources. So operating at this higher vibrational energy is going to have a profound positive impact on your life.